Hello, my name is Joe Wright and I am the director of Darkest Hour. I really loved the script, but I was worried about whether I would actually go and see a movie about Churchill, and therefore whether anyone else would. Then when I thought about Gary playing the role, it occurred to me that I would definitely go and see Gary Oldman play Churchill.
Here's to not buggering it up.
Not buggering it up.
Winston Churchill was small. I find it really interesting that Hitler, Stalin and Churchill were all very small. He had a kind of dynamism, I think. He's often portrayed in other movies and TV things as being kind of slow and lugubrious and kind of obese. I don't think he was. He had fast little legs. He had a brain that worked at 500 miles an hour and people found it very difficult to keep up with him. He led with his chin. He strode through the streets, through the war rooms, through Parliament with this kind of dynamic energy. Kazuhiro, the prosthetics makeup designer, was someone that Gary knew of and was keen on. I looked at his work and was very impressed, especially by his work in Looper, where he made Joseph Gordon-Levitt look like Bruce Willis. And I thought it was very subtle and kind of extraordinary. So I didn't really see Gary for about 3 months while we were shooting. I was just dealing with this actor who looked remarkably like Winston Churchill.
Let them see your true qualities, your courage.
My poor judgment.
Your lack of vanity.
Yeah, my iron will.
Your sense of humour.
Ho, ho, ho.
I think Gary really enjoyed being in the makeup and costume. He would dance and he would joke, and I think he enjoyed being quite fat. And sometimes I'd put on music, like I'd put on Major Laser's Bubble Butt, and Gary as Churchill would start twerking.
Bubble butt, bubble, bubble, bubble butt.
I have it on video, but I'm not going to share that with you.
You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth!
I started making this movie before Brexit happened, before Trump happened, before we saw this rise in confidence of the far right. And so there was no topicality really to the movie when I embarked on making it. And then as we went into production, suddenly these terrifying events started happening and the film took on a topicality. Be careful what you wish for, really. Do you know what I mean? I would rather that those things hadn't have happened and that the film had no topicality. And yet there was a kind of ghoulish fascination with what was going on. I'm embarrassed to admit that, though.